Oh, now I'm live. There we go. I've done this a couple times already, and I'm sitting here talking to myself for 5 minutes, and I'm not even live. Oh, okay. Well, so yeah, probably get started in a couple minutes. Thanks for joining Hard Boiled Entertainment. Yeah, I mean, I want to talk about a couple things. Probably do like an hour stream, and of course, answer any questions that you guys have. But luckily for me, this whole Ben Affleck thing just happened, so that should be fun. I look forward to talking about that. So as soon as we get some people on here, oh, there we go. We got 4 eyes, so that's good. But I guess we'll wait a couple minutes until 8, and then we'll get started with what I have to say. Hey, what's going on? Happy you could join. Hello. What's going on? Ah, Gerson. That's interesting. My new supervisor, his name is Gerson. That's the first time I've seen that name. Hello from Sydney. Oh my God, isn't it like, what is it, like 5 in the morning over there? I appreciate you joining in, though. Couple more minutes. Oh, it's been a very long week. Oh my God, it's just. Oh, okay, 11:39. Yeah, it's been a crazy week. And it's like that. The train it can't stop. It's real. I mean, right now is a very exciting time for the DCEU and for the Snyder Cut movement, especially with Ben Affleck with his new movie coming out. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit. Yeah, I mean, you can just feel it. You feel it, like you feel like it's coming. You really do. All right, let's see here. Waiting for that 8 o'clock. Hey, what's going on, Vincent? Yeah, I'm going to talk about the whole Ben Affleck thing, which was awesome. I was not expecting that, so I'm happy that that went down before I started this stream. Give us something to talk about, some more stuff to talk about. All right, so it's 8 o'clock. Okay, first thing I want to talk about was this petition that I signed. Sorry. I actually did a video with Lantern 2814 a couple weeks ago. I ran around Christmas time, so you should check that out. It's on his page. But anyway, sorry, sidetrack. So there was this petition that someone forwarded to me on Twitter, the whole Ben Affleck petition thing. And I don't sign petitions. That's not what I do. But he sent it to me, and I was like, you know what? I'll do it for him. So why not? So I I went into the petition to whatever change.org, and I signed it. Didn't really look much at it. It was pretty much about, bringing Ben Affleck back as Batman and giving him his own movie, all that stuff. Cool. So I signed it. And then at the very end, it says, do you want to repost this on social media? And again, something I usually don't do. I was just kind of, but for some reason, I was like, I'll put it on Twitter. So this morning, I'm just getting like shit from everyone. Like all these people are coming after me. I'm just for this petition, because people are coming after me saying that I don't care about Ben Affleck and his alcoholism and him getting better, and all I care about is the movie. First off, I completely whatever Ben wants to do, I'm on board with that. If Ben doesn't want to do Batman ever again, I'm on board with that. Hey, what's going on, Jonathan? I'm on board with that. If he doesn't, if he does, whatever. I want Ben to get better. That's what I want. If he wants to come back as Batman, I would love that. You're talking about the greatest Batman of all time as of right now. So of course I would love him to come back. But that petition doesn't say that I don't care about his alcoholism and his drinking problems and him getting better. No. It's showing my love and support for him. The reason I signed it was simply because I want Ben to understand that we as a movement care about him and we loved him as Batman, because I think a lot of times he thinks that people didn't love him as Batman because of what happened in BVS and the mess that became of Justice League. So, of course that's going to weigh hard on a guy that loves the character so much. So that's all I wanted to say. Yeah, I do try to ignore the haters about the petition. Listen, it's not like it gets to me. I'm talking about it. It's frustrating, but it's not like oh my God, my day's ruined, my week's ruined. It's annoying how these people they get behind keyboards and they say all this shit, and it's just like, relax, okay, relax. It was a little thing. It was nothing. I signed it. It's all good. Let's see here. Same. Yeah. Again, whatever Ben wants to do, completely for him. Yeah, I don't think if Ben would do his Batman movie, I don't think it was a trilogy. It was just a one-off movie. That was it. I think the possibilities of getting Zach to finish his vision and all that are still very possible. But I think the whole Batfleck movie, I think that's pretty much canned. Anything can happen. I could be wrong, but yeah. Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. I would, if Ben comes back, it's got to be on his terms, and it's got to be what he wants to do, and no studio meddling, none of that, and he's got to fully support it, plain and simple. Oh yeah, this would have been incredible. The whole dark side being in the Batcave scene and killing Lois. Yeah, it would have been great. What do you got here? WB. Oh, WB has the power to kill the competition. They, with the Snyder cut and all they could do with it, they could just literally dominate Disney. That's what's so frustrating. Yeah, they could do that. And I think putting the Flash in the CW show, Ezra Miller's Flash, that sets everything up. That's why they did that, to show everyone there is a multiverse and they can do whatever they want now. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. A Batman, Ben Affleck Batman movie could happen with Pattinson's. It could easily happen. It gives you the best of both worlds too. Thoughts on his stunt double riding the bat bike? Yes, the cow does look hideous. That is my one problem with it. The suit, all that, I'm fine with. It's its own thing. It's different. I dig it. The cow, though, I don't know what they're doing with that. We got to work on that. You got to give me some metal in there. It just looks like dominatrix. I don't like it at all. It's bad. You can't have this amazing suit and then have this half-ass cowl. But again, he's probably going to get more gear, and who knows? That could be something he wears underneath of his helmet or his metal cowl. I don't know. I think my opinion with Cavill, or the state of Cavill in the DCEU, is it's still good, but I think he wants Man of Steel 2, and until he gets that, he's not coming back. But he still is Superman. But until he gets what he wants, and it seems like, I heard today that, again, this is just a rumor, but it seems like WB is like really hard on him now to come back because of how successful The Witcher was, which they should have been on him from the get-go. I think all signs point to Cavill getting his Man of Steel 2. And I think he has a good relationship with Zach. Zach's the one that made him Superman. So I do think they have a great relationship. Just Henry's kind of, being a diva right now. And it's annoying and frustrating, but that's just what it is. What's going on? Ronald Wakefield. Okay. So I talked about the petition. What was the next thing I wanted to talk about? Oh, okay. Again, More talk about this fandom being on Twitter. Twitter is a horrible place, by the way. If you have one, just delete it. I got off of Twitter years ago, but anyway, I started this channel, and I was like, I would always look at tweets. I would always look at tweets from the outside. I would always like just go to like Chris Long Swenson's page or Film Junkies page, and I would just look at their tweets, and that would be it. But then I was like, oh, I'm starting this channel. Obviously, I should have a Twitter, and do that whole thing. So I got a Twitter with that, with the subjective reviews, and I'm just saying how, like, people talk about it all the time, how crazy it is, and it feels like it's just getting so bad. But so you come into this movement, and you have this side over here, which I'm not going to say names. You have this side over here, which they feel like they're the elites, that you can't mess with them, you don't talk to them. And then you have this side over here, which they're very nice, and they respond to you, they talk to you, they're very nice people, but they have their ways too. And then you have people that are kind of in the middle, and I like to be in the middle. I don't like to pick sides. I just don't. So I try to play the middle. There's people from this side that I like, the people from this side that I like, and what they say, and that's just kind of how it is. But then, these groups, they do things that annoy you, and you're like, you back and forth, and then before you know it, you feel like you're in a group. You're like, I'm with them now, and it's just frustrating. Because again, with this whole Twitter thing, things are happening with certain groups that I don't like, and now they're coming after me, and I think that's bullshit. I haven't done anything. Again, I haven't picked sides. I'm cool with everyone unless you don't give me a reason to be cool with you. So Twitter is very, very frustrating. But again, I try to ignore it. I try not to let it bother me, because at the end of the day, this is movie talk. This is Snyder Cut. It's not the end of the world. These are things that we really love, but everything's going to be fine. It's just annoying to get caught into this shit, and you have these people that take your tweets and twist them and talk shit about you, and then you respond, and they don't respond back to you. So you have all this shit to say, but I'm going to respond to you, and you don't come back and say anything to me. So you're a coward. You're hiding behind your keyboard. So you talk all this shit, and then you run away. And that's the annoying part. But yeah, I just wanted to get that off my chest, because this kind of feels like the day that I've been having. All right, let's get back to some questions. Sorry about that. Zach's confirmed that when I speculated. So you think that Batman kills Darkseid? That'd be interesting. That'd be a cool way to go out. Batman takes out Darkseid. No one saw that coming. Yeah, I mean, I still love Henry as Superman. I still love the guy. Again, I just feel like he's being a diva, and just wants his money, and that's why. And again, I feel like his agents are telling him not to say anything, and they're getting into his head. And I think he thinks he's above the movement. I think he's gotten to a point in his career where it's like, I do movies and I move on. That's it. I'm not like about going back. No, I'm just like, I do movies and I go to the next one. I'm not talking about Snyder Cut, whatever. I'm moving on to my next project, and that's what it is, because that's where the money is. That maybe that's how he is, but I don't know. You never know. I follow their comments. Kind of usually just follow the hashtag. Yeah, well, that's a good way to do it. Donald Trump for release the Snyder Cut. Can we get him to say that? It wouldn't surprise me if he tweeted that out. That would be crazy. You want to get people to follow this movement, do that shit. Or you want people to hate the movement, do that shit too. Yeah, I love Kojay. That's where I got my hat from. Release a Snyder Cut hat. He's the man. Great dude. And I really hope that he wins the video contest. I was like, his dancing video, I had no idea he could dance, and I thought that was really well done. And I don't know if you guys saw, but I think that because we haven't heard anything about the poster contest winners or the art festival winners. I think this would be a cool ass idea if Zach would make the poster contest winner the DVD cover of the Snyder Cut, and then with the DVD for the people that win the Arts Festival contest, that whatever had literature, like have that in the DVD, and then stuff like that, and then with and like art in the DVD, and then within the DVD, you could attach to like the special features, attach like the video that wins the art festival. I think like that. How cool would that be? Like that is the ultimate like the ultimate for the fans right there, is to put that all on a DVD. And that's just, I mean, that wouldn't surprise me if Zach would do that. I mean, that would be awesome. And that's the type of man that he is. That's why he's doing this for the fans. Huh. That's interesting. Yeah, thank you for clearing that up for me, because I've just recently got into comics the last couple of years, so there's a lot of things that I don't know. But that's interesting. But it would be a lot better though if Batman did kill Darkseid in Zack Snyder's arc. That would be pretty badass. And then he dies with him. That'd be pretty sweet. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'll DM you for that. No doubt. Okay. So the third thing that I want to talk about, which most of you have probably already seen, is Ben Affleck. He's doing his press tour and he's talking to everyone for his new movie coming out, The Way Back. And I guess he did an interview with Cinema Blend, and Sean O'Connell posted it, that whoever was interviewing him asked him about the Snyder Cut. No, he didn't ask. He specifically asked him about the whole November 17th thing, where Ben said release the Snyder Cut. And he talks about how Zach called him up and Ben didn't even know about it. Hey, what's up, Integrity 101? Ben didn't even know about it, which I really find hard to believe. Like, how do these people not know about it? I think that's bullshit. But anyway, besides the point. Says he didn't even know about it, and Zach's like, I need your help. And then, Ben pretty much says, I would do anything for you. So great things to hear. And then he closes it with, just so I don't get it wrong, he said Zach's cut should be available. And I mean, it's like, that's awesome. Like, yeah, it should be available, and it will be available. And I think Ben knows a lot more than he's leading on to. He just can't talk about it. So yeah, that's the big news right now. And again, it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I feel like it's coming. I watched a video today. I don't know if you guys are familiar with War Stew, I think his name is, and someone sent me a link today, and he's got a source that he says never been wrong and about anything. He says like maybe a couple things here or there, but he wasn't even really wrong. And his source is telling him that it's coming out on HBO Max in May, which again, I mean, that's awesome. And I don't know if you guys saw that HBO Max now is doing a thing with YouTube TV, where I didn't read the details of it, but it looks like if you have YouTube TV, which I don't know if that's international or not, which it would make sense if it was. If you have YouTube TV, then you can have access, I guess, to HBO Max and all that content. So HBO Max gets the Snyder Cut, and then if you have YouTube TV and you're international, you can watch the Snyder Cut. So it's all these signs, all these articles, all these things happening are pointing to us getting the Snyder Cut. We already know we're getting it. It's just a matter of when and how. It's going to be like, oh, hey, Ann, yeah. That would be great. Oh yeah, I mean, I would love to see anything that Zach would put his hands on. I mean, he's just a great. I'm not even a zombie fan, but I'm excited for his Army of the Dead, because he's an amazing director, and he can make anything fascinating. So yeah, give him whatever. I'm on board. All right, I'll be here. Like I said, I'm probably gonna do around an hour. I'm 20 minutes in, so I'll see you in let's see, 8:30. Yeah, again, I've seen a couple of his videos, and it just feels good to hear someone say that. That's all. I mean, I don't know if it's true. It's just for a guy saying that his source is never been wrong, and but we've heard this plenty of times before. But it just feels it's nice to hear a video like that. Someone saying the Snyder Cut's coming to HBO Max. Like I just think about like that day when we finally know and they finally give us a release date. It's just it's going to be crazy. It's going to break the internet, and it's going to be wild. Yeah, I remember that. He did take a shot at Justice League. And I like the way that Affleck talked about it today in the Cinema Blend article, talking about how two different directors and it's like a cow's body with a horse's head, and that's never going to come out well. I appreciated that, and that's what it was. It was you took one director and then you got another one in there that completely changed the movie. So of course it was going to feel completely different. And what they told us was they were lies. They told us that it was just little tweaks here or there, and it wasn't. It was a completely different movie. It wasn't even close. All right, let's see here. I could see that. I mean, I don't see why he wouldn't support it, because his lip was all messed up in the movie anyway. So of course, he would want the true vision to come out to make him look better. I would feel that as an actor. Who cares if it is officially Justice League is Zack's film? I think that Ben would come back to be Batman. Again, it needs to be under different stipulations. And that's what I want people to understand. They've been talking about how Ben talks about, doing Justice League was such a horrible experience, but you need to realize is that he was drinking. They took Zach out and they brought in Joss Whedon, and you could tell that he didn't want to do those reshoots. He had to. It was in his contract. So yeah, if Ben could come back and do his own thing, I think he would definitely do it. If because it's almost a new team. The only one that's still really here is Toby Emmerich. I mean, Jeff Johns is kind of on the sidelines now. He's not in the role that he used to be. Kevin Sujihara is gone. So you still have Toby Emmerich, but he's on his way out. So you have a different team now. So I could definitely see Ben being like, okay, if they promise me that they're not going to mess with my movie, they're going to give me creative freedom, then yeah, I'll be in. No problem. I don't see Ben loves this character. This was the character that Ben always wanted to play. So of course he would be down to do another Batman movie. That's how I feel. Yes, it is just a matter of time. It's at this point it's not if, it's when. I believe so, man. I'm right there with you. I am right there with you. Like I started my series because of you to finish the Snyderverse. Episode 1 came out today, so make sure you check it out. I got 5 more left. Very exciting stuff. I I dabble. I have a PS4. I was playing it for a while, and then I more recently stopped. I haven't played in months. I do like MLB The Show, or I do like Red Dead Redemption. I play a lot of. I played the Marvel Spider-Man game, stuff like that. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, I'm a console guy, but I dabble. Hello, Michelle. Did you see From God Vid Champion Clear Team? Yeah. Oh, yes, definitely. I saw that a couple days ago, and he got a lot of flack for that. A lot of people jumping down his throat. How do I feel about that? You kind of have two sides. Like some sides are blaming Jeff Johns and Toby Emmerich, and then you have guys who are saying that they were just doing their jobs. So I can see both ends of it. It's again, I'm kind of in the middle. I don't like to talk about Johns and Emmerich and say they're the blame and everything, and because people make good points about them just doing their job. Now I think Emmerich sucks. I think that whatever he was doing was shitty. Jeff Johns, yeah, I really don't know how I feel about him. But again, you got one side saying that he wasn't doing this shit, and you got one side that's saying he was. But I don't know. The truth will always come out. It always does. So it's just a matter of time before someone will spill the beans, and slowly, either Zack Snyder will or Ben Affleck. Definitely when Zack is done with WB. If when the Snyder Cut gets released, if he's done with WB officially, never again, I think Zack would spill the beans. Well, Zack's a nice guy there, so maybe he wouldn't. I don't know. Someone will. It will come out eventually. Oh yeah, definitely. They see how much of a market there is for the Snyder Cut fans, and the Snyder Cut fans are the diehard DC fans. That is a fact, and you can see that ever since Zack left, they're starting to have some problems with their movies money wise. Aquaman made $1 billion. That's Zack's character. Everyone loved Aquaman. Then you had Shazam, made a little bit of money. Then you had Joker. That was Todd Phillips, but it was dark, and it was rated R, and it was a good film. And again, it was a great actor, so it had many things going for it, and that's why it made a whole bunch of movies. And then now you have Birds of Prey, which is struggling just to get over 200 million. And there's just so many things wrong with the DCEU, and they really do need to get Zack back, and I think they know that. And I think you're going to see the Snyder Cut, and then I don't know if it's all going to happen at once or maybe Comic-Con this summer. Then they're going to announce that Zack's coming back and he's going to finish his vision. That's what I think. Yeah, I'm close to 500 subs, which is crazy. There's not going to be a celebration. I'll probably mention it, but they're not going to be a celebration yet. I was actually contemplating on when I get to 1,000 subs of giving away a PlayStation or something, honestly, because I think that's crazy. The fact that all you guys watch my videos is crazy to me. But it's I appreciate you coming out and watching. I really do. This is why I make these videos, again, to talk to you guys and to comment. And again, that's something else that I feel like a lot of people miss within YouTube. And this is something that I like to do because I like to be a nice guy. If you guys are going to comment, I want to comment back. There's so many YouTubers that do not comment back. You tweet at them, even on Twitter, you tweet at these people and they don't respond back. They don't even like your shit. But then one of their buddies, they comment or whatever, and they like it. And I feel like that's so disrespectful. And again, I'm kind of having a pissy day today. But if you're going to come at me on Twitter and say something nice about me, or you're going to comment on my videos and say something nice, or I'm going to try to comment back. I'm going to try to like your stuff. I appreciate you. I appreciate you taking your time to comment on my video, to watch my video. So yes, 500 subs. It's awesome. I appreciate it. This is. I never thought this would happen, and I'm just going to keep on rolling. I say it all the time, for a studio that supposedly moved on from Zack 3. Where's the new Superman film? It's PS. Yeah. Again, brother, I agree with you 100%. I completely agree. Yeah, you haven't heard a word from WB, so that right there is enough. If they weren't going to give us this movie, they would have said something by now. They would have been like, "No, it's not happening. Move on." Or you don't have a new Superman movie because, again, Cavill is still Superman. Everything is going to work out. There was a huge roadblock. Justice League was a huge roadblock, obviously, but they're going to fix it. I guarantee it. It's got to happen. It's going to happen. Well, first off, what time does he start his vodka stream? And second off, I'm probably going to say no because I'm only going to do 30 more minutes of this because I got my wife coming home. But yeah, I mean, I would love to chat with Dave one time at least. But I messaged him a couple weeks ago about doing something like that, and he never got back to me. So I don't know if he wants to work with me. Yeah, hey man, no, thank you for giving me the idea. Again, if you guys comment on my videos and you want me to do videos and stuff, please ask me. Integrity 101, he does it all the time. He always gives me great video ideas, and I appreciate that. And he's the reason I started this Snyderverse 6-part series because there's so much. It's so in depth of why we need to get Zack's vision and how the Snyder Cut is just not good enough. Because that once the Snyder Cut comes out, we're all gonna love it, and then we're gonna be like, oh man, now what? Oh well, we're just gonna move on. It sounds easy, but it's not. It's not going to be, especially if Zack just drops the hammer on this movie, which he will. It's going to be intense, and then we're going to be scratching for more. We're going to be right at square one again. Release the next 2 movies. That's going to be the next hashtag. So yeah, we got to start screaming for it now because I want Zack to finish his vision, and so does Integrity 101. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like I said, Johns is on the sidelines now, and then Toby Emmerich, he's in a position where they're pretty much getting rid of him. So yeah, again, even Zack said that at SnyderCon, how the people that were there before, they're not there anymore. So again, this new team, it's all looking up. It's all making sense. It's gonna happen. I think so too. I don't think it was a fluke. I think 2 things happened. One was that everyone loved Jason Momoa as Aquaman. This is a character Jason Momoa was born to play Aquaman. He had many chances before in movies. I think he was Conan the Barbarian and maybe a couple other movies, and nothing happened. He killed it as this character because he was being himself. He was portraying himself. And then you take this new underwater element, which has never really been done before, and that's why the effects were crazy for that movie. It's a fun film to watch. Every time I watch that movie, I just enjoy just the water effects. I'm just blown away by it. That's why, because Jason was born to play Aquaman, and the underwater effects, they were awesome. And I think that's why this movie made a bunch of money, and plus, it killed in China. It made so much money in China. So without China, it wouldn't have made $1 billion. So, oh God, I would love to read that. Oh my God. Hopefully he does come up with that. That would be great. I'm getting a lot of comments. I don't know how that works. I really don't. I feel like it's got to be in their contracts that there's a director's cut. They don't get paid. They still get paid the same. I don't think they would get paid more. I know the actors that are in the Snyder Cut that weren't in Justice League, they would have to get paid. So there's that. But the other actors, I don't know if it's being titled a different movie and it is a completely different movie. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I mean HBO Max is a big deal for them, but you need to sell the service. And what is one way to sell the service? The Snyder Cut. Again, that's why I feel like it's coming. I mean my reaction to the footage was, it was just him on a bike. That's all that was. That was okay. But my reaction, I just was reacting to the suit because we had a better look at it, and I think the suit itself is good. It's cool. I really like it. It's its own thing. Now the cowl is another problem. That I hate the cowl. I think the cowl looks horrible unless it's like underneath of the metal cowl. I don't know, but we'll just have to wait and see. And the suit's going to evolve, so it's going to get better. But yeah, I dig the suit. I do not like the cowl. That's my take on it. Yeah, they tried to blame Zach. He was the scapegoat. But like I talked about in my video earlier, is the fact that they marketed the wrong movie. The movie would have made $1 billion if it was the Ultimate Edition. The Ultimate Edition sold like hotcakes. It made so much money. And then the general audience, they're left with that taste in their mouth. And that sucks, and that ruined that movie for making that much money. Okay. I haven't played in a while, but when I do, I'll send you it. This is true. Yep, he is good friends with Jim Lee and J.J. Abrams. Again, more reasons as to why they're going to make it happen. They're going to make it happen. Oh, I think so. I think so. Just a matter of time. Okay, what are you trying to say here? They don't want to destroy Zach's universe by screwing up Cavill's Superman. Who doesn't want to do that? WB? Oh, okay. I'll be sleeping by then. Yeah, but one of these days, maybe we can do one. Oh, I mean, that was a great image. I even I commented and asked Zach. He didn't respond, but I commented and asked Zach if that was from the Snyder Cut because we'd never seen an image before. It was a close-up image though. It was probably just something they took on the set. It probably was from BVS. But yeah, I mean, all his pictures he's sharing now are in color, which are great, and that was a great photo, and it was awesome. The timing was great. Zach's always perfect with his timing, so yeah, it was a great image. I mean, and the fact that we're going to get more nightmare scenes on the Snyder Cut. Like, I mean, I just can't talk about this movie enough. That's why I make videos on it all the time. It's going to truly be an epic masterpiece. That would be quite interesting. I don't think Joaquin would ever sign up for it, but yeah, that would be interesting, like a multiverse kind of deal. Yeah, be interesting. Oh, you got it, man. Thank you for commenting and watching my videos. Hey, what's going on, Brian? I have thought about the Zack Snyder's cut being a series on HBO Max. I have thought about that, and it's definitely possible. And I think it could be a good idea, and it could be something completely different. And I think I might have talked about this before on one of my shows, how you doing something like that would again it would build your streaming service, and it would get people to stay. It would get the Snyder Cut fans to stay and DC, because if you let's say you come out with the Snyder Cut and you make it like, I don't know, 4 or 5 episodes, and then you say, okay, season 2 is going to be like Zach's third or fourth movie, or Justice League 2, and then the third season is going to be Justice League 3. Like, yeah, you're going to have like 3 years of this series, and it'll be so interesting to see those characters in a series like that. So yeah, I mean, it is possible. I don't know if they're going to do that, but I don't know. You never know. You just gotta wait and see. I don't know. He's probably waiting to talk, and he's probably waiting for a release date or a reveal first before he says anything. I know Sean O'Connell's been trying to talk to him for a while now, and he's still not returning his calls or whatever. But he's going to talk. He said he's going to talk. It's just a matter of time. Like I said, I think he's going to talk when it gets released. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. That would be cool. Yeah, there's that too. I always forget about the air cut. I think about that too. And that would be such a sweet package to sell the HBO Max streaming service. Again, is if you said, "Oh, we're going to give you the Snyder cut and we're going to give you the air cut." Like, oh my god. And I really do believe that when they come out with the announcement, it's not just going to be we're getting the Snyder cut. It's going to be a whole bunch of shit. I think it's going to blow the doors off the internet. Yeah, I could see that, and I heard that from Mick Minus's video that he heard that JJ and Chris Terrio were going to do Man of Steel 2, and that would be the perfect setup. You know, you take Zack and you let Zack do the rest of his Justice League movies. You give Cavill what he wants, his Man of Steel 2, which would be awesome because then you can go. It would go right from Man of Steel 1 to Man of Steel 2 to BVS. That time in between there could be your Man of Steel 2. That'd be awesome. You give Cavill what he wants, then he goes back to doing his Justice League movies, and then Zack finishes his arc, and then all the characters can just go do their own thing now. And I also heard about, well, I guess it might be too late for that, the whole Flashpoint idea. That's how Zack was officially going to end it, with like a Flashpoint. It was going to change up certain characters. But obviously, I don't think that's going to happen now because the Flash, I guess, will start filming next year. But you know, they could always twist some things around. Oh, no one knows what he means by that. I saw Chris Wong's video today talking about why was Sean saying that. I think it had something to do with the Snyder Cut, or maybe something happened regarding negotiations that Sean knows. Maybe it means something for next February 6th. I don't know. Or, you know, now that I think about it, he is doing the Snyder Cut book. So maybe, because he said it's going to be an early 2020 release date. So maybe that's what he meant. Maybe he got an official release date, because I think he was talking about the publishers, how they want a release date and everything. That's what that could be. So maybe it's his release of his book. Yeah. That's right. A lot a lot of people changed their minds when they saw the Ultimate Edition, which is crazy to me. They would watch the theatrical version and they would say they didn't like it, and then they would watch the Ultimate Edition and they would say they love it. And again, like you said, they screwed themselves. They tampered with his vision, and this is what happens. They created this mess. Oh, most definitely. If Ryan Reynolds, most definitely. um, I think a couple things that are killing Birds of Prey is, one, not having Joker in it. That could have been a good selling point. And two, like I said before, in a movie like that, I wasn't like thrilled to watch it. I watched it because I'm a DC fan. So what could have made it good for me is like really cool special effects, you know, but we didn't get that. It was such a low budget. And, you know, the best we got was Black Canary at the end, screaming. That was cool, but it only was a couple seconds. And that was really it. Oh, Huntress was cool, but again, they didn't utilize her enough. And I did dig Black Mask, But yeah, it just I don't know. It didn't leave a good impression on me. It wasn't like I need to get back there to watch it, and I don't think anyone was like begging for this movie. So a lot of people were like, "I'm not going to watch that." And I think another thing that hurt it was the true fans, the true DC fans, Snyder fans. They weren't going to watch this movie. I saw so many people on Twitter that have literally said that they are not seeing any more DC movies until the Snyder Cut comes out, and they were not lying. And I think that's what hurt it as well. Like these guys aren't playing, and I think the box office numbers are going to continue to pay until WB addresses the hardcore fans. I think so. I love David Ayers, and he should. At this point, I don't know though because Birds of Prey is suffering. I don't know if they're going to give him that movie. I don't know if they're going to make that movie. Yeah, Ben Affleck was born to play this role, and he's really obsessed with the character. I think I found that he has a bat cave like underneath of his house or something, some crazy shit like that. But yeah, I think Ben did a fantastic job, and it's such a shame that he didn't get his own movie and he didn't get justice for his character in Justice League. Not yet. Yeah, Ben, he is a great Batman. Hopefully, we get more of him. Yeah, yeah, you have said that before. Yeah, of course it's going to be different. It's not going to be the Flashpoint paradox that we all know. It has to be different. They're going to try little things here or there. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. Yeah. Well, I mean, his production company is underneath Warner Brothers now, so and DC is a big property, so I wouldn't doubt it if he's going to do a DC movie. What about if Zach comes back and then JJ does a Man of Steel too? Would you still be done with the DCEU, or would you not watch it? Was it? I don't know. It could have been. Now that I think about it, I have to go back and check. Actually, let me check that. Get a poster people. Justice League. Was it Justice League? Now I'm curious to know if that's what it was. There we go. Let's see if they said something. Mm, February 13th. I'm on the Vero page. I'll have to look at it later. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm fine with whenever. If they want to do it after, they want to do it before. But yeah, Henry would have a tight schedule. He'd have to be doing a lot of shit. So I can see him just focusing on Justice League for a couple years and then doing Man of Steel too. Oh, thank you, Brian. Uh, Good night to you. Yeah, I'm not pushing for Man of Steel 2. Honestly, I could care less if they do a Man of Steel 2. I love Henry Cavill as Superman, but having him in Justice League is fine for me. Oh, really? She said that? Hmm. Yeah. A buddy of mine today at work, he showed me the slate that came out years ago of all the DC movies, and the one that stuck out in my head was The Flash was coming out in 2018. Obviously, that didn't happen. And then Cyborg should have been coming out in April. That's not happening. So yeah, it sucks. Well, I think they can do whatever they want with that. I think that's why they said it was kind of like Harley's take on the whole situation, just in case they wanted to keep these characters alive. It all could have been just a dream or BS or some shit. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I liked Black Mask and Zaz. I liked him in the movie. So I mean, I would love for them to be back, but we'll see. That would be cool. I'd be down with that. Hey, I'm always down for big surprises like that in movies. And um he had the J right there. So I don't know. Oh, well, you said Tim Drake. My bad. I'm thinking of Jason Todd. Yeah. Well, yeah. Still, that'd be awesome. They could, but I mean, we're a couple years away from the Flash movie. But I think with what they did with the CW was showing everyone that they can do whatever they want now. I think that was the whole point of that. So now they can, and if you put the movie on HBO Max, it's going to be on a streaming service. It's not going to, so, the Justice League is still going to be canon to, I guess, if you want to call it the DCEU movie universe. Um, but who knows? Okay, so you won't watch Man of Steel 2. All right. Hey, yeah, I mean, it's tough, man. It's like I'm still on board, but it's tough because I love these characters and I love what Zach did with them. And then to see what happened, if Zach would have finished his vision, I would have been fine with what they were doing. But it's just like it leaves such a bad taste in your mouth that you don't know what to do. I did see his first Star Trek film. I did enjoy that, but I'm not really a big Star Trek fan. But yeah, I mean, I appreciate his work. So I mean, I would be down with a Man of Steel too. Yeah, I mean, again, that's fine with me. Let let Cavill finish the arc first, and then give him his Man of Steel too. And maybe that's the compromise they can make to get Henry back. Like, yo, okay, you want your Man of Steel too? Let's just finish your arc with Zach's vision, and then you can get your Man of Steel too. And I believe Henry would be like completely on board with that. He'd be like, okay, cool. Oh, I don't like Star Wars at all, so I'm sorry to say that, but I've only seen a couple of them. Yeah, I'm not like the biggest fan, so I can't even say anything about it. Jar Jar Stars. Oh yeah. Nope, we didn't get that. Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. A Hush movie would be cool. I would be down with that. Batman always has the best villains. Simply put, he always has the best villains. No question. That'd be interesting. James Cameron. He's too busy doing his 7 million Avatar film, so I don't even know if he would do another or a DC movie, a Krypton movie. Oh, I heard about that script. I heard about that. Yeah, I know. It's a crazy script, crazy project. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I love stuff like that. I would be down for a movie like that. No to JJ. Maybe. Oh, I called to the comments. Man, I'm so quick. Man, what else can we talk about for a couple more minutes? Okay. What else can we talk about? DCEU related. I was too quick with my answers. God. Here we go. Huh. That's interesting. And Amy Adams was still Lois Lane. Huh. That's really interesting. And she still got the role because of Zack Snyder, the man, the myth, the legend. I heard about that a couple days ago as well. Like, yeah, I heard that. I don't know. I don't know. You always hear rumors. Always hear rumors. Ugh, hated it. Sorry if you like the movie. When you think about that movie compared to Man of Steel, it's just like, what? So different. I don't know if Zach ever confirmed how he was killed, but I mean, obviously we know that Robin was in BBS and he was killed, but I'm guessing by the Joker. Yeah, definitely on Marvel's side, it's Spider-Man, and DC, it's Batman. You can talk Birds of Prey spoilers. I mean, what are we going on the second or third week now? I'm sure everyone's fine with that, but I really don't think there's many spoilers to talk about. No, I don't think that. Remember, Zach's eliminating all the cheese. He said that no cheese. Yeah, I agree with that. That'd be perfect. What's going on, Big D? Good evening. Thanks for joining. Did he actually say that? He could have picked up Superman? That would have been interesting. I guess maybe after he did his Brightburn, he wanted to leave that one alone for a little bit. Um, I don't know. Did you tweet it at me? I haven't been on Twitter yet. I'll check it later. How would I celebrate if we got the Snyder cut? First off, I would do a video and I'd probably be screaming. Um, yeah, that's how I would celebrate, going nuts, and it would be crazy. And I can't wait for that day, and I can't wait to celebrate with everyone. It's going to be epic. Also, I know a bunch of people are going to like break their Justice League DVDs, or I think I might do something like that. I think I'm going to buy another Justice League DVD just to break it because I don't want to break my original one because it's probably going to be worth a lot of money one of these days. 20 years from now. You have the Justice League? Yeah, I do. Oh man. Huh. That's crazy. I did not know that. Huh. That's wild. You could, I mean, yeah, you could say that, but there's still, I think, 8 months in between when you watch the movie, so you could add something in there if you wanted to, because the movie's going to climax. The Snyderverse is going to climax, so it would kind of be hard to go through Dark Side and all that, and then do more after. I mean, you could, but I think putting Man of Steel 2 before BVS would be good. I think he should return because I enjoyed his character and I want to see more of it. Yeah, I mean, I was kind of annoyed that they killed him off too. That's because I said like that's one of the characters I enjoyed, and then they got rid of him. So yeah, that kind of sucked. But yeah, they can do whatever they want. I mean, it doesn't stop Marvel at all. Marvel kills off characters all the time and brings them back the next movie. I am happy you enjoyed it. Yeah, I gave it a 6 out of 10 on my review. Um, yeah, I mean, it wasn't that bad. I need to watch it again to I feel like to get more out of it. But yeah, I mean, you could say it was fun and enjoyable. I'm happy you enjoyed it, Big D. Yeah, that's what I want. That's what we all want. We want to see Ben go out in the blaze of glory. I heard that a while ago about how they pretty much, were going to give Gunn any movie he wanted. I did hear that, but then I also heard that it was a lie. So I don't know, but yeah, yeah. I mean, you're quoting it, so maybe you have to do more research on that to see if that's true. But I mean, it's interesting, but I don't know how a studio just goes, "Hey, any movie you want, here you go." No, I know a lot of people say that BVS was Man of Steel too. Yeah, I can understand that. But I'm saying if Henry wants another Superman movie, that's where you could place it in this whole story is before BVS. I could I could see Taylor Swift as Harley Quinn. She couldn't do the voice though, but she definitely could have the look down. Yeah, I mean, just another reason why Zach killed it with Man of Steel and did such a great job. As of right now, I believe Pattinson is his own Batman. I don't think he's connected to the DCEU. No one said it. People are inferring that he is, but no one has literally said that he is the new Batman. They're assuming, but no one has said that. So as far as I'm concerned, Ben Affleck is still the DCEU Batman. Yeah, you can look at it like that. They've said that before. What's interesting about that is if you saw the Morbius trailer, there was an image of Spider-Man on the wall that he was walking by, and apparently it was Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. So if you're about to have Tom Holland's Spider-Man in that universe, then why are you putting in it? It didn't make any sense. Maybe they're bringing Toby back. I mean, that would be crazy. Who knows? They should, because honestly, I don't like Tom Holland as Spider-Man. I really don't. Listen, if all the circumstances are right, Ben would be back. This is what I truly feel. I said he loves the character. Like Batman is a dream job to him. So yes, if everything is, if Zach was back in charge, and Zach had his creative freedom and he could do whatever he wanted, I think Ben would be down in a heartbeat. People have asked Zach about a Snyder Con too, and he's responded like, "Oh, yeah, that'd be a good idea." He said things about it. He just hasn't said that it's going to happen. Apparently, last year he announced it on his birthday, which I believe is March 1st, which is coming up in like a week. So that would be the time for him to do it again if he's going to do another one. Yeah, I mean, hey, more power to you if you enjoyed Birds of Prey. I'm not going to hate on you there. Hey, I'm happy people enjoyed it. I'm just saying, for me personally, it didn't really do the job. It had enjoyable parts. It was I like I like John Campia's whole review on it. is the fact that it had all these great little parts to it, but at the end, it just kind of felt flat. As a whole, it didn't really work. And that's how I feel about it. Yeah, I got that. He's gonna say something on his birthday. He'll probably he's gonna do something. I don't know what it's gonna be, but at least get a photo. Definitely something on Zach's birthday. I thought the trailer was okay. Again, I don't know. I mean, I don't really care too much about that character, nor do I know a lot about the character. Um, I might check it out. And I like Jared as an actor. He's a good actor, and he probably will kill the role. So, and hopefully he's still Joker. I really hope he is. I'm kind of hyped for Wonder Woman. Looks like there are going to be some great scenes in there, some great action scenes. Um, what else? Kind of hyped for the Batman. I'm really hyped for the Snyder Cut, though. That's what I'm most excited for. The Flash movie, I'm excited for that. I'm excited for a bunch of their upcoming projects, but I'm still salty. I'm still salty until we get the Snyder Cut. Just gotta wait and see. Um, which one are you talking about? If you're talking about the animated series, yes, I was. If you're talking about the one with Adam West, I didn't really watch that, so I can't really give too much input on that. Yep, that's a good idea. You have a Snyder Con too, and you release to the fans, the true fans first, and the reviews are going to be great on it. They're going to come out raving about the Snyder Cut, and boom, right away, word of mouth is fantastic. Um, I don't think so. I think this is Ben's last shot at superhero movies. I think that's why he stayed away from them for so long because he did Daredevil, and that didn't turn out so well. So I think he was like, "I'm not doing this anymore." And then Batman, again, being the dream job, was like, "Okay, we're gonna do this." And now with all the shit that's been going on again with Batman and Zach and all that, I think no, he's like, I'm not doing comic book characters again. Yeah, it looks good. I'm excited for Wonder Woman 1984 coming out in this summer. Again, one of Zach's characters. Very excited to see that. Ben was Daredevil, yes. Yeah, he's just I don't know. I try to give Tom Holland a chance. It just doesn't work for me. Yeah, I think Matt Reeves' Batman is its own thing, its own trilogy. I don't think it's going to be connected. I really don't. They just want to make another Batman trilogy because they make a lot of money off Batman. So that's why they're doing that. Mm, that's a tough one because Joaquin does not do sequels. And I really wish they wouldn't do a sequel because that movie I felt was fantastic by itself. And I really don't think they want to do it. Even Todd Phillips, I don't think he wants to do a sequel. It made so much money though; it's almost like they have to do a sequel. That's the issue. So I'm probably going to say they're going to do a sequel, but I really hope they don't. Oh man, that would have been a great. I don't know if you've ever seen the Arkham. What game is that? Arkham Origins. The fight scene between Batman and Deathstroke is so good. It's so good. All right, I'm gonna try to get past these, and I'm gonna get out of here. I've said that. I said if we don't hear anything, and that we should boycott HBO Max and hit them in their pockets. Because what else can we do? Playing nice hasn't gotten us anywhere. We've already put so much money towards these campaigns and done so many things. Yeah, what else is there to do? You have to boycott it. Again, to show them that we want this movie. I think so as well, my friend. I think so as well. Yeah, it's a sequel is definitely a possibility because of how much money it made. I just don't know if it's going to happen because that movie was so contained. So yeah. Yeah, I know. Bob Iger. Yeah, that's right. Bring back Zach. Hey, what's going on, man? What's going on? Good Friday. I don't know though. I really and again I feel like Ben is like Ben just loves DC content. I feel like he's so connected to DC and he would never go to the MCU. I just don't see that happening. And I don't see the MCU using him. Yeah, we're all hoping for the Snyder cut. Oh yeah, I forgot about James Gunn's Suicide Squad. I'm kind of looking forward to that too. Um, I just need to see a trailer. Yeah, the Batman. It, it's got Matt Reeves and Robert Pattinson, so it's got two good things going for it. And I'm, Aquaman 2, looking forward to that. Finish the Snyderverse. He did. He did appear in Thor Ragnarok. Yes, he does. That'd be a hell of a lineup. Okay, I can see that happening. It's again Joaquin. You got to have Joaquin. I mean, he did something really special with that character. I don't think it would hurt the cause. I think if anything, it would help the cause because, like, what is WB going to do now? Like, oh, we were going to give it to him, but now they're not paying for HBO Max, so now we're not going to give it to him. So they're going to lose money instead of them just being like, no, put it on HBO Max or give it to them so we can make money. Oh no, they don't deserve it because they're being rude. Like, no, like it's not going to hurt it. It's going to help it. They probably are. I mean, I feel like they're doing this whole DC Dark thing now. Are DC Black Label thing, which I believe is kind of what the Joker was the start of. So yeah, I could definitely see them doing that more serious, cheaper, dark movie for villains. Definitely. What's going on, man? I yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I wish I worked for Zack Snyder. Matt Damon as Dick Grayson. I don't know if you saw, but someone shared an image of Ben Affleck as Batman and Matt Damon as Arrow or Green Arrow. I thought that was interesting. Oh, okay. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. Well, gotta go. Okay, Big D. See you later, man. Have a good one. Thanks for joining the chat. I don't know. All right, guys. I said I was gonna do about an hour, and I am in an hour and 13 minutes right now. So I appreciate you all coming out, and I will see you guys later. All right. Have a good one.